Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Well, to give us a quick update in terms of what we just saw, customs recovering another 440 rifles in Lagos. We've got Bashir Yusuf, who is the customs area controller for Tinkan Island Port in Lagos. Good morning and thank you for joining us today. Could you go ahead and tell us the circumstances surrounding this discovery by the customs?
Good morning to you.
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Yeah. So the circumstances leading to this discovery is basically on intelligence. The customs currently are working on intelligence and profiling. That is the new trend of working generally in the world. It is no longer enforcement or revenue generation alone. It is about gathering intelligence and timely use of it. And that is what led to that discovery.
So, because there are those who are shocked that not long ago when customs did, they had the first seizure, and now this one. So could it be that they found our ports initially porous and then they're targeting the ports? Because some people say they can do this and try again if they've succeeded before.
Well, generally, if they try again, we will still be on top of it. One fact is that Nigerians should look at the country as their only hope and try to bring in cargo that will add value to the country, to the citizenry. But if people have injurious cargo, the only country on the planet, then definitely we must act on it to show.
So at the moment, is investigation going on because there are reports that the customs has handed the ammunition over to the army?
No, it is not. It's not true. We are still in custody of the weapons. Investigation is still ongoing, but we refuse to disclose certain information so as not to lose our track. We follow this cargo to all the information and data, list of its importation, and will definitely hand over at appropriate time to sister agencies for them to continue with it. But currently, it is in custody of customs.
So, is there any possibility that there might have been more items that have been seized or more headed to the ports in this case? What are your preliminary findings, if you can talk to us about it?
Well, this one happened just yesterday, and the preliminary findings were dished out by the public relations through a write-up, and definitely we'll still work on it. We wouldn't disclose almost everything because we are trying to save the world and the country. We all know the security situation in this country, and a lot of things need to be done. Customs, all other sister regulatory are working hand in hand to get to the last level of
When this happened, a similar situation happened earlier on in the year. People were very, very optimistic that this will not perhaps happen again, that the Customs Service would have put in place mechanism to check entry of these kind of unlawful, illegal weapons coming into the country. What have you been able to do since January, when the first case was recorded, and now to try to maybe search containers that are coming?
The earlier arrest before this one made us to redouble our efforts and re-strategize on the way we are to work. And that's why we are doing a lot of profiling. Like whatever comes from Turkey is a suspect today. And we are profiling and seeing what is in it, who is in charge, what are the cargo, what is it meant for. So we isolate countries where we have issues and start profiling importers. That is what is happening all around the globe. you have to strategize. You have to really specifically pick some countries and some origin of goods. And that's really what we are doing.
Okay, Mr. Bashir, just give us a minute. We need to go to break, but we'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back. Let's conclude our thoughts with Mr. Bashir Yusuf, the Customs Area Controller for Tin Can Port in Lagos. Mr. Bashir, I hope you're still there with us. Could you tell us, is it only just 440 pump action guns that the Customs intercepted, or were there other items that you are investigating?
Yeah, there are other items, like the container was laden with 516 POP 50 kg bags, what we call white cement. It is a product normally that is not harmful, and I believe that's why they use it in the concealment. So because of intelligence, we perceive. Those of you who are at the container, ordinarily you wouldn't have suspected anything dangerous in it, because these weapons were concealed right underneath this white cement laden container. A container ordinarily can carry that 550 kg bags, but underneath were weapons. And imagine the harmful effect of these 440 pump action guns going into very wrong hands in this country. It will be real disaster.
I'm just really wondering, and I'm curious as well, because this is the second time this is happening and coming from Turkey. Why is the Tin Can Island an attractive transit point for this, do you think?
The earlier one came through Apapa Port, our neighboring port. This is the first time we have such a thing from Turkey. And when it happened at Apapa, I personally researched and assigned intelligence all around every cargo from Turkey. That is, knowing the antics of smugglers. Once they try one place and fail, they may attempt using another. So this one happened, and we are re-strategizing again, so that will always be 1 degree above them. Yeah.
But Mr. Bashir, the last time when the customs intercepted those other items, they were almost on the streets before they went after them and got them. But this one was different.